Hi, we are the Samadi family, and today we are making traditional Afghan kebabs. This is basically our barbecue because we don't actually barbecue, so this is what we do on a Sunday.
All right, so your first step will be to chop your onions the way you want, doesn't matter because it's got to go through the blender anyway. Garlic and onions all together. This should be ready to go, and we'll just put it in the pot now. Yes. Squeeze all the juice out of it.
So once you have your juice, you're just going to pour it over your meat. You have to judge how much you put. You don't want to put too much. So once you've done that, you just give it a good little mix.
And then
you can add your spices.
And then give it a good mix.
Yep, so once you've mixed that all in well, you can then add your salt in. Then just mix that in again.
So you got to make sure that every bit has got the spices on it and the onions.
Big tip, the longer you let this marinate, the better it's going to taste. So leave it aside and let it chill. So the lamb has been marinated for 30 minutes, so now it's time to get it on the skewers. Depending on how you cut your actual backstrap, it depends on how many can go on one skewer.
So about 4 on each skewer, this size, yeah.
So once your grill is nice and hot, it's time to get cooking. So grab your skewers and just chuck them on. So about 1 or 1.5 minutes on each side, just depending on how you like them cooked.
And while they're cooking, make sure you keep adding on the juice that's left over, just so it's nice and juicy, because we don't want dry lamb.
Once you have a nice golden look on your lamb, you know it's done. You actually really don't want to be eating overcooked lamb.
So once your lamb's done, you want to move on to the tomatoes. We want to coat it with some butter. Just coat some.
You can use any tomatoes if you like, just depends on your own taste. So we've coated the tomatoes with butter and we're going to put them straight over.
Don't freak out if they're like on fire, because it's supposed to happen.
It's actually meant to happen, yeah. You want them to really charcoal up.
Pretty much burn.
Pretty much burn. I know it doesn't sound great, but it actually tastes great.
The inside's going to taste good. It's just the outside it's going to look burnt. And while they're cooking, you want to squeeze some lemon on the top. It just tastes better that way.
Make sure you turn your tomatoes and you are looking for a burn like this.
To see if your tomatoes are done, you want to take a little knife and just pinch it in. Yeah, it's soft enough now because the whole thing is like going in through, so it's ready.
So when you actually eat this with your rice, the minute you cut into it, all the juices burst right onto your rice and it tastes absolutely amazing. Our tomatoes are done. You just want to top it off with some more lemon juice.
We want to do this while they're nice and hot because it absorbs all the juice in it.
So now that your tomatoes are done, it's time to plate up. Guys.
So you can have the lamb with the rice or with bread, pretty much anything you want. We like it with rice and bread, with some Afghan bread.
So the reason we pop the lamb over the rice is because we want the juices to actually go into the rice, taste 10 times better.
Tomatoes, some on the top. Then we've got like a little cabbage salad that will go on the side. And then garnish the lamb just with some fresh coriander. And here's your Afghani kebab ready to go.
For the full recipe, visit familyfoodfight.com.au.